breaking news. We start with one man shot in Nashville overnight. News Channel 5's Alexandra Cohen has been at Skyline Medical Center all morning long where the victim is being treated. Do they have the person in custody on this shooting, Alexandra?
Steve, no, they don't. They're not really sure who pulled the trigger. They responded to two separate calls, one of two people shooting at each other and then another one of a gunshot victim. Obviously, they're investigating whether the two are connected. That 18-year-old was just grazed by a bullet. He's expected to be released here from Skyline Hospital at any point. Officers responded to the Parkwood Villa Apartments just after 11 last night for a call that there was a gunshot victim. Police say the man was shot on Richmond Hill Drive and walked down the street to the apartments where his girlfriend was staying. She called 911. Right now, police are trying to figure out if the 18-year-old was targeted or if he was an innocent bystander. Police set up command right by the 3000 block of Brick Church Pike where they found that victim. Again, he was taken to Skyline Hospital. He's going to make a full recovery, but right now officers are trying to figure out how this shootout happened and what was going on before it. If you have any information, they want to hear from you. Reporting live at Skyline Hospital, Alexandra Cohen, News Channel 5.
Alexandra, thank you. And more breaking news this morning. A man's in critical condition after being stabbed overnight in Bordeaux. The 52-year-old victim was stabbed multiple times on Kings Lane in Bordeaux just before 11 last night. He's at Vanderbilt in critical condition. The victim and the suspect know each other. The suspect is in custody right now. We have some new information on the crash that killed a child on Old Hickory Boulevard and Granny White Pike. Police say Jenny Springer of Brentwood was slowing to a stop when a Jeep Wrangler driven by Scott Simpson slammed into the back. 8-year-old Hayes Springer was in a booster seat in the very back seat. He was taken to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital where he died. His brother was also in a booster seat in the second row. He and his mother were treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Simpson told police his backpack slid off the front seat. He went to grab it, but when he looked up, it was too late. No charges have been filed at this time.
Wow, what a sad story. All right, day 2 now in the jury selection in the Vanderbilt rape retrial for Brandon Vandenberg. The jury being selected over in Memphis. They'll be bussed to Nashville when the trial starts on Monday. We'll, of course, have gavel-to-gavel coverage for you until the verdict comes down on News Channel 5 network across the board. Amy?
Well, a child is in state custody right now after her mom was arrested for child neglect again. Now, we were first to bring you this story yesterday morning. Metro Police say Kelsey McMurtry dropped off her infant daughter with a person that she met on Craigslist last week. Just 2 months ago, investigators say the 24-year-old left her daughter in a hot car while she auditioned at a strip club. She was charged with child neglect but allowed to keep the child. DCS says it is up to the juvenile courts to place children in the state's care. We're told children are often placed with family members as well. Officials say they can't tell us really more about this case specifically because of confidentiality laws.
All right, you're going to see thousands and thousands of people in town this week.
You are. The CMA Music Festival, it's in full swing already. Tonight is the first big concert at Nissan Stadium.
There are dozens of artists on stages really all across downtown performing for free during the day. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres has been talking to some of those artists down at Riverfront Park, and you've got another talent down there as well, right, Matthew?
Yeah, quite the talent. Her name is Ruthie Collins. She's been with us now for the past hour. So, Ruthie, thank you so much for being here, waking up really early. As an artist, what is your schedule like? I'm kind of curious to know.
I mean, I get up at 5 a.m. every day. No, not so much. I'm pretty good, though. I'm a little bit of a night owl, but I can wake up for those early morning lobby calls when I need to.
All right, Ruthie. All right, so let's talk about something. You started off this festival really by volunteering. You helped out with HGTV as they were at Thistle Farms, and we were actually there as well. Explain more what you guys did.
So HGTV partnered with a company called Rebuilding Together, and what we were doing was renovating a home for Thistle Farms, which is an amazing organization here in Nashville that help women get opportunities in employment after struggling with drugs and other issues. And it's just an amazing, just great organization. So we were just mulching gardens and filling flower beds.
You're being humble, because I know instead of painting, you did picking up some manure from what you were telling me.
I was shoveling some manure for a while, but it was fun. I grew up on a farm, so I felt like I was at home for a minute there. But it's just so nice to give back, and it was a great way, definitely, to kick off CMA Week.
How would you describe your fans? You said you're kind of a vintage artist.
Yeah, my fans are amazing. I call them my frans because they're my friends and my fans. But they're just awesome. A lot of really cool girls that come out to see me all the time that I get to hang with, and it's just the best. Getting to do what you love and seeing people respond to it, it's amazing.
And hopefully inspire as well.
Oh,
Ruthie, thank you so much. Coming up at 7:30, she will be performing a piece of her song called Pink Bic Lighter.
That's right.
I'm curious to know what that is all about. That's coming up at 7:30. Steve and Amy, back to you.
All right, and she is great. I just like her. All right, a few miles down the road, we've got another big festival underway, Sky 5, flying over Manchester in beautiful Coffee County just before Bonnaroo kicked off last night, the 15th year for the festival, and it has doubled the tourism down there since it began. Some of this year's big acts include Pearl Jam and LCD Sound System. If you'd like to go, they still have a few tickets available, so get on down to the farm.
And stay with the News Channel 5 network for all your CMA Music Festival and Bonnaroo news. We'll bring you the latest on air and online for both festivals until they wrap up on Sunday.